Welcome. This is Jeff Vaught here with video 8 in the series How to Increase Prices and Keep the Customer. Today we're looking at step 7, increase prices and make the cash stick. So let's just summarize and look at those 7 steps again. Number 1, accept yourself. Number 2, know what you're actually selling. Number 3, know what the buyer is buying. Number 4, know the numbers. Number 5, increase the price. Number 6, doing the deed, telling the customer. And number 7, make the cash stick. So what do we mean by making the cash stick? Well, here's the issue. It's easy to go through the entire process of deciding to increase your prices, increasing your prices, telling the customers, and then finding that you haven't reaped the benefits of putting up your prices. And generally the reason is that we do things to sabotage all the good work that we have done. And we find that we give discounts here and rebates there and do special things, and ultimately there is no effective price increase. This section is about keeping the cash from the increased prices, making the cash stick. So you need to start with creating a culture of profit, that it is okay to make money, that if you own a business, you are entitled to make money. You need to create the culture that you are in business to make money. And remember, as we said before, that even if you get increased prices, the fact that the customer pays more does not necessarily mean that they are worse off. So it is okay to make money. You need to get the staff on board. They need to understand why you're putting up prices and what it will mean to you and the organisation. Get them on board. We'll look at an example shortly. You need to reinforce the behaviours that you want. For example, if you offer commissions to salespeople, then make sure that those commissions reward profitable sales. It's very easy, salesperson's on commission, to go and undersell the product to get the sale, but it means that you make a lot less profit than you would otherwise have done. Do things like saying that their commission will be based on the amount of increased profit that they bring into the business and not necessarily just increased sales. And in any other part of the business, think about the behaviours that are happening and reinforce the ones that you want. Don't second guess the customers. It's very easy sometimes for us to put ourselves into our customers' position and assume what they are thinking. For example, it might be that we can't afford to buy a brand new car. We might simply have the money or might not be in that market. But there will be people out there who can afford the bright, shiny new car. We don't know the customer's circumstance. We'll look at a highly publicised example in a few moments. Get yourself on board. You have to be confident and comfortable with the new prices. You have to accept that you or your business are offering good value to the customer. Now, some of the ways that we can undermine ourselves is that we put up the price. Maybe the price has gone to $100, and we sit down and we make the sale to the customer, and then we feel guilty. So, actually I don't really think this is worth $100 at all. Maybe it should be $90, and so you give away $10 by reducing the price or by adding in extras. See, if you're not on board with the value that you offer, then subconsciously you will find ways of undermining yourself until you get down to a level where you feel confident about the value you offer. Be very, very aware of that. Regularly check your policies to make sure they're being followed. You check out with the prices that people quote or the discounts that people give away, and are they being properly authorised. If we think back to that waterfall analysis and all the ways that you can give away value in your business without recording it. So make sure your policies are being followed. Now I'd like to introduce a person here most of us will recognize the big hair from a lady called Oprah Winfrey. Around about July, August in 2013, she hit the news in a big way. And the reason was because of that bag. Now, to summarize the story very quickly, what happened was that she went into a shop somewhere in Switzerland and she had her eye on a particular bag. And as the story goes, the shop assistant suggested that she might like to look at a better value bag, a bag that was cheaper that represented better value. Now, Oprah took significant offence to this and told the world. I suspect that by now she's probably wishing that she didn't do that. But she got very offended because she is one of the wealthiest women in the world, and here we have the shop girl suggesting that maybe she couldn't afford to buy the bag she had an eye on. You see, it gets back to that point I was making before, that we should not assume the customer's circumstances. But it's very easy for us to fall into that mode and say, well, because this is what applies to me, it will apply to the customer as well. So think of Oprah. Next time you think about the customer and their circumstances, think about the Oprah story. Try not to put yourself in their feet in terms of what they can afford, but instead sell the value. So in this section on making the cash stick, go to page 105 to 160 in your workbook and answer these questions. Look at how to create a culture of profit. Establish policies on how you run the business. Get your staff on board so that they are up with the play and they accept the price increase and will do everything to make sure you maximize those prices. Get yourself on board so that you don't unconsciously give away value because you simply do not believe in the value you are providing. Get over some of those corporate policies which create problems for us in our pricing. Make sure that the new prices stick. Look at the ways we can make sure we don't give away those prices. Work out your extra profit from this exercise and reinforce why you're doing this process of increasing prices. Summarize and action the main points. Thanks for listening. The next step is to answer the questions and look out for the next video in the series. In the meantime, remember the old saying, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Pick a few points and focus on taking action. Ciao for now. This is Jeff Walter.